perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Oh, thank you. Very, very much. Very, very much. It is so lovely to have you here. Very lovely. Riggins, are you and I both wearing navy hoodies today?
We might be. Look at us.
No.
Twins.
Twinsies.
But on camera, mine might look a little black, but it's a really deep navy.
Yeah, that's a very dark navy.
Yeah, it does look black.
Yesterday,
then do I need to go change because the hat that I'm wearing, or get a different hat? Because the hat I'm wearing would not be matching with black.
No, I think it's good. It makes your hat pop.
Okay.
And I just don't want you to leave because we have no time. I'm just kidding.
TJ, you were wearing like a green, like velvet kind of shirt yesterday. Do I have that right? Was that green velvet?
No.
No?
No, it was just a like a ribbed type sweatshirt.
Oh, okay.
It was soft, but not velvet. No,
Let me be the judge of this. Is it on Instagram?
not yet.
Oh,
Not yet.
never mind then.
Yeah, it just looked velveteen, maybe. I didn't know.
No, it's just ribbed for my pleasure.
Okay.
Oh,
And very soft.
yeah.
I got you.
Mhm. I mean, I only like high thread count stuff, you know.
Duh.
Yeah.
Only the best.
What's your excuse, Lindsay? Why do you look like such a schlub today?
Because I look like a schlub every day at this hour.
Just kidding.
Literally every day.
Just kidding.
No, you're not. But listen, I appreciate the honesty.
No, I'm not being honest. It was a total joke. You look fine.
Okay, I look fine. Okay. I'll take fine. I will.
But Lindsay, how much more free do you feel now that you've got your real hair?
As a bird.
Yeah, because I mean, when you were wearing those extensions all the time, that was a constant, seemed like a constant bother to you, and something you always had to be aware of, and you couldn't just, treat it like regular hair. You had to be super careful with it and all.
Mm-hmm. Now, back in the day when you would have to check, I'd be like, TJ, are my tracks hanging out? If it was windy, those were clips, and those were such a pain because you had to clip them in the right place every day. And, I went through a lot of.
I thought they were just little plastic things with hair in them that you glued to your head.
Now that came later. This one time I'm thinking about, were we in Birmingham? It was so windy. We were at like a concert or something, and my real hair was so thin that the wind was taking it up. I mean, the wind was taking it up. So you could see this whole row of clips. And I kept saying, now, TJ, if you see a clip, you pat that hair down, okay? Because you were like my girl. Like I didn't have a girl on the show.
Yeah.
And Ace would have been like, oh, okay. And I'm not ever asking Riggins for that because he would make fun of me till the death. So,
Yeah, I get it.
Battle. But later came the glue, the tape, the beads, you name it. I've had it,
Yeah.
So yeah, free as a bird now.
You are free at last. Free at last.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Hey there, it's professional mom, fashionista, beauty expert, and so many more things when you bring me in as your business's next influencer. I'm good at this, and I want you to go to tjriggins.com and hit the advertise link and let me prove it.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Hey, do y'all ever do anything and, you're doing it by yourself, but you think of somebody specific, in your life that if they knew you were doing it, they would make fun of you maybe when nobody else would? Like this would be their thing to make fun of you about?
Yes.
Okay.
I think about it a lot with y'all.
So I I have been watching this old sitcom, and it is, I think, probably you would put it in the category of being corny. It's very wholesome and it's simple, and so I don't have time. I was talking about this on the podcast with Jody the other day. I don't have time to sit down and really get invested into a show because I'm, I don't have that big of a break in between work stuff, So the new season of Lincoln Lawyer has been up for a while, and I love that show, but I haven't had the time to really invest in getting into it because it's more than just a watching in passing type show. So as I'm watching this little sitcom that I found, it's a Canadian sitcom, and it's called Corner Gas. And it's from the early 2000s, I think. I think it was on like 6 seasons. And I watch it, and the whole time I'm watching it, I'm thinking Alexis would be roasting me right now for watching this because she always claimed that I only like shows that have bad acting in it.
Did she say that? I don't.
I constantly said that I like all these shows that have bad acting in them.
Huh.
Is the acting bad?
Yeah, it's kind of a Canadian version of, not because of the story, but the production and the acting and the jokes and things like that would be kind of akin to Full House.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's very wholesome.
I love that.
I don't mind wholesome, and people will say that's cringy or whatever, but to be cringe is to be free. That's what they say. Mm-hmm. So I think wholesome is okay, but if the acting's bad, I kind of get it.
It's not quite as bad because those kid actors on Full House, they weren't really, they're not any kids on this show.
Okay.
But
they did their best.
But it is, I don't know. Evidently it was a huge success. I mean, it may have been the Seinfeld of Canada during its day. Because, they'll have clips where these big, important people are guest stars on there with them. Like the prime minister and stuff is on this show on some episodes.
Is it kind of like Friends or give me a... Okay.
No, it's a comedian. I guess he's a Canadian comedian that came up with this sitcom, and he does the writing and all on it. And he runs a gas station. He owns a gas station. And it's in a tiny town. And the whole thing is about how tiny the town is, and there's nothing to do except, it's almost along the lines of a Canadian new version of the Andy Griffith Show. It'd be more like that.
Okay.
Because 2 of the main characters are the head policeman and his partner, who's a woman who's underneath him, and so it has that small town kind of feel to it. And they're 20-minute episodes.
Oh, I love that.
It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Not everything. Yeah.
Yeah. But do you agree, Riggins, that Alexis would be roasting me over it?
100%.
Well, what does she, what are her shows that she watches?
She watches a bunch of, stuff she's too old to be watching.
Oh. Yeah.
Like this show about the bees and, I don't remember.
Bees.
We're out of time and I can't think of it, but I'll do it in a minute.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Looking to brighten someone's day fast? Do it with fresh flowers from flowersfast.com. At flowersfast.com, you'll find beautiful bouquets for all occasions. My wife's birthday and Mother's Day are back-to-back, so Flowers Fast is going to make it so easy on me. If you need it there today, no problem. Order from tjriggins.com/deals and get same-day delivery at no extra charge. That's tjriggins.com/deals under Jody's Deals. Fresh, beautiful, affordable, and delivered the same day. It's Flowers Fast at tjriggins.com.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Okay. I wasn't far off. I said that the stupid show that Alexis liked was something about bees, but it wasn't bees. It was Yellow Jackets. So close.
Close.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing. I thought you were going to say Aquila and the Bee. I was like trying to think of anything with a bee in it.
Yeah.
I was like, never trust the bee in apartment 23. Is that what it was? Or what? But speaking of watching shows and television, I had a TJ moment over the weekend that I wanted to tell you about. I was watching one of the basketball games, and there's a commercial that came up for Old Spice, and Old Spice has a collaboration with the new Super Mario Brothers movie that's out later this week. And I thought, what a dumb collaboration. That doesn't make any sense. Super Mario Brothers is for kids, and kids obviously don't wear deodorant until they're, approaching teenage years. And then it hit me. I was like, oh no, wait a minute.
Yeah.
The people that are going to see the Super Mario Brothers are not 7, 8, 9 anymore. I mean, there might be some of those age ranges in there, but it is adults. It's adults going to see the Super Mario Brothers movie. And how depressing is that?
Yeah. And they're adults that need deodorant and antiperspirant more than other adults. So
you might be right. It might be the perfect.
We got to jump on these stinky nerds. Sure, we'll do a partnership.
I'm telling you, I went to the movies last week. I took the kids. We saw the Pout Pout Fish, whatever. There was a line out the door of grown men waiting for a preview of the Mario Brothers movie. I had totally forgotten about that until you just said it, but I was mortified. I thought, what's happening?
They went in to see a preview for the Mario movie?
It was like a screening of the show or
something.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't want to say it was all men. I saw some grown women too. But I was thinking maybe this is like, when I was younger, we had the Mario Kart. Yeah, Mario Kart. Maybe they were it, but then I thought this is a bigger thing that I don't know about. Maybe Rob knows about. I don't know if Rob's into that. I don't know.
I would imagine he's going to be into it.
Yeah.
Without asking.
I've already seen it because he gets special screenings and stuff like that because he's such a valued movie. He frequents the movies so much.
It was
He gets to go to some kind of previews and stuff like that.
That would be so alarming if you're a woman and you walk in and you're dating a new guy and you see on his bathroom counter that his deodorant is marketed with Super Mario Brothers on it. I don't know. And as a guy who loves video games, to me, this is childish.
Yeah. Because we all played Mario at one point of our lives. All of us probably.
Yeah. You know which version of Mario I played?
Which one?
Donkey Kong, the original.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong?
Yeah.
Donkey Kong. That's where Mario came from.
Donkey Kong.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Donkey Kong, right?
I don't think I did.
Oh.
I did not realize that's where Mario started.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Listen, I think Donkey Kong and Bowser and Princess Peach and Toad are all going to be in this new movie. I had to look up. They said it's going to make $1 billion worldwide. So it is obviously a huge movie, but I just did not get the collaboration with a deodorant company. But now I think I do.
Is it animated or is it what they call live action?
It's animated.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
Yeah.
For 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
About a video
with
game.
Jack Black.
With Jack Black.
Oh, even better. Where do I sign up?
Yeah.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel at TJ Riggins TV and watch the show an extra funny each weekday. Sponsored by eFile.com, making filing individual federal and state returns easy. Go to our deals page for 20% off when you e-file with eFile.com.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
All right, Lindsay, you're dating a billionaire.
Oh.
But he is beside himself with excitement to go see the new Mario movie.
I knew this was good. Okay.
And he has the money to be able to rent out a theater and play it for himself, but he wants to go and be in the middle of the action with all the other like-minded fans of Mario.
God, but he's a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm thinking, I don't have to go with him, but I still have to deal with him.
You do have to go with him.
I do.
If he says that if you don't go with him, it just means that you don't care about him and what he's interested in.
Accurate. Yeah, that's so tough. I don't think we'd work. And I don't just mean this scenario. People are like, oh, you're so picky. But think about it. If this is the first battle I'm having to deal with, think about how many other ones in life.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking about my future here, people.
So do you think, just, off the top of y'all's heads, do you think even a billionaire who's that much into Mario and video games and superheroes and all, even a billionaire wears Crocs and oversized cargo shorts everywhere?
I think those are the exact people that do.
Yeah.
You know, don't have a care in the world. Just, I can do what I want. I'm a billionaire. I can wear Crocs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can, but you shouldn't, you know?
So it's like, Riggins said the other day, you just picture somebody wearing an outfit that Adam Sandler would wear.
Exactly. But at least Adam Sandler can like make you laugh about it. Like, I picture this guy into the Mario. He's strictly biz, you know?
Yeah. But Adam Sandler, I think, just dresses like a nerd that's into all of those things. He's not really into all those things. That's the way he dresses.
Which I think I'm better with. Like, not showing you have money. You dress nerdy, okay, but you're not doing the things that I have to join in with you.
Well, and look, I'm not saying this about Adam Sandler. Everybody says he's really, really nice. But you can be a billionaire and not want to look pretentious or anything and still be neat and clean looking.
Absolutely.
You don't have to dress like you're homeless.
Sure.
Which a lot of times Adam Sandler is dressed along the lines of being a homeless person.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a little bit too far that way.
Yeah, I mean, at least look like you care. That's the thing. Even though you may not, you probably don't, but hey, he looks like not only his clothes are just slovenly, but it looks like they would stink.
Yeah.
Right.
I bet they do stink. He's always looking for a pickup basketball game. Like, you see all these photos of him just playing in Harlem, like on an afternoon. So I think he's just dressing for the opportunity to, like, hey, you want to play with us? And he's like, yeah.
Right,
He's just driving around town.
Oh yeah, I want to play basketball.
He's just always in his pickup uniform.
Yeah. And doesn't shower after each game. Just keeps driving.
Yeah, but I mean, people say he's a great guy though, and I believe he seems like he is.
I like him.
But I mean, still, I don't like people to just choose to look like slobs.
Sure.
It's not right.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Looking to upgrade your sleep? Discover the luxurious comfort of the bamboo sheet set from Cozy Earth. Made from premium viscose from bamboo, these sheets are temperature regulating, unbelievably soft, and perfect for year-round comfort. Whether you sleep hot or cold, Cozy Earth keeps you cozy all night. And now, you can experience 5-star hotel quality at home and get 21% off your bamboo sheet set when you use the code TJ at checkout. Don't wait. Transform your bed into the ultimate retreat with Cozy Earth. Go to tjriggins.com/deals today. Use code TJ and save 21%.
What is new radio? New radio is
Streaming everywhere.
listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Make sure you go check out our podcasts that we have. We have a bunch of different podcasts, and you can, if you miss any part of this show, you can catch up on podcasts. You can watch us and do all of that on YouTube at TJ Riggins TV on YouTube, and just go to tjriggins.com and check out all of the stuff. Get you there from tjriggins.com. So what day are you leaving, Lindsay, to go on your Disney cruise?
So we leave Friday morning.
Okay.
Yep.
Friday morning. You're going to be gone all next week.
Yep. 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 7 full days.
Now, I know you had been looking up a bunch of stuff and trying to, get caught up on what you should be doing on the ship, or little hacks that you need from people who have done it already. And you said you were looking forward to going for the kids. You're like looking forward to it through their perspective.
Absolutely. I'm excited because they're so excited. This is their first Disney anything.
Mhm.
And they're not really into Disney. They're not big into like Mickey, Minnie, that type, but this is half like Spider-Man, Marvel, and half princesses. So they're in heaven, both of them. So it'll be good. But let me tell you who's not excited. Kyle was the main one excited. He's the one that booked this, right?
Mhm.
Well, my phone knows I'm going and is sending me Disney influencers special tips. Here's the 5 things you need in your cruise cabin. This is what you need to buy. Do you think every single thing I'm sending Kyle, he's like, Lynn, stop. I'm done. Stop forwarding me these. And I'm buying everything. I'm doing all the stuff. I mean, it's getting out of hand.
So every time you get some kind of a spam that says you need this for your Disney cruise, you're buying it?
Let me tell you what all I've bought for do we have time? Are we in
Yeah.
this? Okay.
Yeah.
So you know how the cabins are small. I mean, obviously,
Mhm.
one of the reasons I was not excited about going. So the air doesn't circulate as well. So I bought these magnetic fans that magnetize on the ceiling, and they blow because we need air circulating. Second thing, it's a magnetic organizer. You magnetize it on the apparently all the
Yeah.
water. Okay, so you and it organizes all your stuff for each day. You can put in what you're wearing or your toiletries or whatever, just to make more space. A pop-up laundry hamper to keep everything separate and organized, in your small area. What else? Oh, the magnets on the door. So apparently it's a thing to put Disney magnets on your door and like have treats for people that walk by. I've already done that. It's getting way out of hand. Kyle's like, if you buy one more thing from Amazon, I'm going to lose it. Like I'm losing it.
Yeah.
One for the kids. We've spent thousands.
So I didn't realize that you had to have treats out for other guests. I knew that the magnet thing, decorating your door, like
Yeah.
a sorority, like a dorm room in college for the women's dorms.
Yeah.
Wow.
Little treats. They can walk by and take the treat, and you give them little bags. It's all
I have a specific question about something you just said, but we got to take a break, so we'll get into that next.
TJ Riggins and Lindsay want to thank you for listening.
Let's go!
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
With all the crazy stuff going on in the world, you need to stay informed. But receiving important information about politics and our culture doesn't have to be boring. Listen to the TJ Ritchie Show, and I'll keep you knowledgeable about current events with my unique wit and adorable disposition. The TJ Ritchie Show is live weeknights from 7 to 9 on 107.9 WBT in Charlotte, or listen to the podcast anytime at tjritchie.com. Join the fight and the fun with the TJ Ritchie Show.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Okay, so Lindsay is leaving this weekend for a week-long Disney cruise. And she was just saying how much extra stuff that she's bought because she gets these alerts on her phone or social media and all with influencers saying, if you're going on a Disney cruise, you got to have this, you got to have this, you got to have this. So how much were those little fans that go on the ceiling? How much were those?
I think it was 25.
Okay. And then, the other little things like a hamper and another little magnetic shelf kind of thing.
I spent about 150, I think, on that order. So the organizer, the fan, the laundry hamper.
Okay. Now, how big are those things when you have to pack them? Because you're going to have a week's worth of clothes in a suitcase. I remember when we took the Disney cruise, our suitcases were huge. My wife and I both had huge suitcases, and then the kids had their little suitcases. Well, it was just we only had one kid at the time, and she took hers. So are you going to have trouble packing all this extra stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't figured it out yet. I haven't figured it out yet.
Because you can do laundry on those ships, but who would want to do that? I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Time while you're on the ship to go do laundry.
I actually didn't know you could do laundry. Okay, I'm glad you just told me that. But just in case, you never know the scenario. But I was more along the lines of just trying to keep everything separate, everything dirty separate from, the kids get crazy. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't want to do laundry unless it's absolutely necessary.
You know what else keeps the dirty clothes separate from the clean ones?
A bag or something.
Garbage bag, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say, but we gotta have a cute room, But I am the perfect person. They target people like me.
Yep.
And my phone loves me. It loves it or hates me.
But here, I'm wondering though, if we had a chance to talk to Kyle, if he would answer honestly, like how tired he is of hearing about how small the room is going to be. Because I'm guessing that you have just hit him over the head with that a million. But Kyle, this room is good. You realize how tiny this room is going to be? Do you realize how close in quarters we're going to be? This room is so small. This room is so small.
Do you you want to know? He basically snapped at me the other day, which he's not really like that. He said, "Lynn, stop saying the room. I upgraded us and paid a lot more than what a standard room is. So when you see it, you're going to know it's fine." And I'm like, okay, I just need to sometimes wait and see things and, Now,
Riggins, how did I know that was a sticking point, that she would have just driven him nuts about that?
Because you've probably experienced, your wife probably did the same thing.
No, I just know everything there is to know about women.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And just from her mentioning it a few times to us, I knew she was probably driving him crazy about it.
I think I'm
yes, my wife would have been going on and on about the same thing.
I think he's ready to bow out at this point.
Yeah, and you're probably the reason why, you were saying he was looking forward to it. Now he's not.
I know.
You just worn him out already about it. He was like, this was a stupid idea.
He's like, why did I eat? Why did we play? He said many times, why are we even going?
Yeah, because I've got a feeling he's going to end up just jumping overboard.
Yeah, I hope so.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh my God. I love it.
I love it. I love it. This is TJ and Riggins.
It's Mattress Madness at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Right now, save 15% on avocado mattresses, rated #1 by Consumer Reports. Take 20% off Helix mattresses for personalized comfort made just for you, and save up to 50% on Nectar mattresses, with prices starting at just $369. Plus, get a free adjustable base upgrade with purchase of select mattresses, and get started by going to tjriggins.com/mattress. Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Yes, we are well into the work week now, Tuesday.
Yes, we are. And I'll be honest, Lindsay talking about her Disney cruise just gives me anxiety. Like, you're packed in this room. That's like, my heart is actually racing because it just gives me the creeps to think about being in a little cruise ship room for a week.
It's
You're not going to be in there very much.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Oh.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be unless you're sick.
Yeah. I've been getting fed a lot of content because we've been talking about it on the show. And people say, listen, 5 days on a Disney cruise, not nearly enough. You don't have time for all the activities. They said it's really got to be 7 days or nothing because you will waste your money any other way. So
I would have been fine with 5. I'll be honest.
Please give me an afternoon on the sea and I'd be good, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you want to hear that conversation, go listen to the podcast. This story broke over the weekend. Kit Kat lost 12 tons of chocolate bars right before Easter, and now they're experiencing a worldwide shortage. They said thieves just made off with 12 tons of Kit Kat bars while they were in transit. So they're making some jokes about it, but still, that's a huge theft. I don't know what that would cost, but that's a lot of money in Kit Kats.
It is. And it was probably a gang of women pulling off this heist.
Yeah.
Women love Kit Kat.
Yep.
They love Kit Kats.
I love them.
A female theft ring, if you will.
That's where I would look first if I were working the case.
Yeah.
Women with fake mustaches on that heist the car.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, do you resell those? Like you're the criminal expert. What is somebody doing with 12 tons of chocolate? Are they looking to flip that, or are they just going to hoard it for themselves for like movie night?
No, they're looking to sell it.
Okay.
Yeah. Except if it's, the big group of women, they will take a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll take
Rich.
it, but then they'll give it to their husbands to sell on the black market.
Okay.
Whatever they don't eat.
Husband handles the laundering of the Kit Kat bars,
Yeah.
but the women will keep a couple for themselves.
Sure.
I like that.
I'll keep more than a couple.
A couple of tons is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kit Kat is in the news over the weekend. iOS has a new version. It's 26.4. If you've looked at your iPhone recently, it's probably prompting you to update your phone. And with this new update comes 8 new emojis. I don't know if anybody's downloaded it yet, but I say go ahead and download it because one of those emojis is a Bigfoot emoji. We got a Squatch emoji finally.
Nice.
Apparently, it was one of the most requested emojis for iOS, and now it's finally here after years of talking about it. The Bigfoot emoji is live. So,
What is the scenario where you would need a Bigfoot emoji?
I think after a one-night stand and you're telling your girls like, "Oh, ladies, I'm coming home. I had a rough night," and then you send the big. I mean, that's it would be kind of like looking rough or feeling a little hairy, and you haven't really groomed properly. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. Going to a waxing appointment.
Going to a waxing appointment would be fantastic.
All right. So yeah, I met that guy last night for our date. It turns out he's and then there's a Sasquatch.
Exactly.
Watch.
And there's also a treasure chest and things like that. But there is a story that has gone viral that I have to ask TJ about because he's going to have some personal experience with it. Coming up next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Hey, it's Riggins, and I'm excited to share that I'm doing a now trending just for Prime Plus subscribers every day, along with getting you a commercial-free version of the show to both watch and listen to. Go to the homepage of tjriggins.com and click Prime to sign up today.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Well, I love when people ask my advice about things. That's what Riggins says he's going to do. Wow.
Yeah. Your wife has said for years, like she wishes you would get down in that basement and invent something. That's what she used to say when you lived at your old house. She said, I wish you'd get down in that basement and invent something.
Yeah.
And that was in response to one of their family friends was the guy that patented a certain drug that was used by the military. Do I have that pretty much right?
Yeah.
And he became very wealthy because of it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And that prompted Jody to go, well, you should get down in that basement and invent something. Well, one guy took his wife's advice seriously when she suggested he do the same thing. This guy went down in his basement and invented the pet phone. Now, what is the pet phone? The pet phone is a AI collar for your dog. And what this collar will do is when your dog is barking or upset or making noise, that collar will call you on your phone and give you the ability to talk to your dog. So anytime it suspects that the dog is barking, yapping, it actually rings your phone. It doesn't send a text. It actually calls you. And then you are able to have a dialogue, basically, with your dog. And he's become very wealthy because of it. I think you missed the boat, TJ.
Yeah.
I think you missed the boat on
I
this.
should have invented that. Yeah.
I don't need a call from my dog at any point during the day, nor do I need a text message from my dog. But apparently it's a hot seller. A lot of people buying into this thing.
Yeah. If you are so obsessed with your dog that you can't even go to work without getting a call from your dog every time he barks or something has startled him or whatever, then you need serious help from a hospital. You need to go ahead and get somebody to take your dog for 28 days at least and go into the hospital.
Man, I would have loved that feature. No, I'm kidding, obviously. You know what I would love? This to happen to my neighbor's dog. It call me and me say, shut the up because I'm recording spots and you're barking all day. You know?
Yeah.
You want him to call you so you can cuss him out.
Yes.
That would make sense.
Or at least the decent thing the woman could do, at the very least, would be to give you a shock collar that every time he started barking, you could zap him while you're trying to record.
Genius. That's what I dealt with all day yesterday. So
Yeah.
Ay. Well, listen, I'm obsessed with my dog too. I've bought him, crazy things, like orthopedic beds and all that stuff. But you got to draw the line somewhere. It goes beyond loving your pet into a territory where they're calling you. You probably should be calling your family at that point if you feel like you need to get calls from your dog.
Yeah, and you're just you've created a dependency. You're addicted to your dog. You're obsessed with it, and there's something that dog is providing you that is not healthy for you to need.
Yeah, that's a great way of saying it. You've built this life for yourself.
It's kind of like these moms who breastfeed their kids until they're in high school.
Yeah,
and you go, okay, well, that's something that the mom has a hang up with, not wanting to let go of it. The mom needs the help. Same with this. If you have to know every time your dog's barking and he has to reach out to you, go to the hospital.
I would have used it though.
Yeah. Sorry, my dog's calling.
All right, let's go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
If you're ready to feel better from the inside out, it starts with Zevo Life. Zevo Life's premium wellness supplements are crafted to support energy, balance, and everyday health using high-quality ingredients you can trust. Better habits, better health, better you. Save 30% on Zevo Life at tjriggins.com/deals with code TJ. That's 30% off Zevo Life at tjriggins.com/deals with code TJ. Zevo Life.
The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Hey, I honestly didn't know that people still did gender reveal parties and stuff. I thought that was a done deal because, too many people burning down their houses and whatever else they were doing, trying to get too extravagant with it. But there's a video that's going around the social medias that's caused a little bit of a ruckus with a pro and con or a point, counterpoint, however you want to say it. It's this family having a gender reveal party at a Cheesecake Factory. And the mom is supposed to pop a balloon and then confetti comes out of it, and whatever color the confetti is tells you what the sex of the baby is. So she's trying to pop it and it won't pop, the balloon won't. And then she does enough of a puncture to the balloon to see that it's full of confetti. And then she says, well, I don't want to pop it. It's going to go everywhere. It's going to get everywhere. And then somebody in the crowd yells, blank, blank. They'll clean it up. Don't worry about that.
Oof.
Meaning the people at Cheesecake Factory that work there. Then, of course, somebody jumps up, some guy, I don't know whether it was the father of the baby or whatever, jumps up and then helps pop the balloon and the confetti goes all over the place. So people are saying that that's rude to say they'll clean it up. And then other people are like, well, I mean, that is what they're there for. They work there. That's what they do. So I'm torn on it because it is what an employee would do. If you make a mess, they would come clean it up. But I don't know if you're paying to have a party in their restaurant, then I would lean more toward they'll clean it up. But if you're just there having dinner, so to speak, like everybody else, and then now all of a sudden you're having a party and popping balloons with confetti, then that's a different story.
Yeah, that's accurate.
I'm not a good person to ask on this because I clean up my kids. I clean up the whole table before they even. Kyle thinks I'm crazy.
Right. But you did something extra, like, you wouldn't just walk in there with a handful of confetti and start throwing it at, hey, happy birthday. You wouldn't do that.
Right.
And then just expect them to clean it up. If you're a person that has any type of knowledge of decorum,
Exactly.
if you're civilized, you would probably not do that and then just say, hey, come over here and sweep it up. But I think the actual statement of blank, they'll clean it up. Do it. They'll clean it up is what really set people off.
They are having a gender reveal at the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. But I'm wondering though, if they paid extra we're going to have a party, or they just decided we're going to get a bunch of tables and then we're just going to have the gender reveal party there.
That matters. Yeah.
Because they were in the middle of everybody else, because the other booths sitting around them just had regular people in them that were eating dinner or whatever.
Okay. I think we've narrowed it down then. They just didn't pay they just went, I think.
Yeah. And then say, oh, they'll clean it up.
Yeah. That's
classless.
Yeah. Okay. Settled that then.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Hey, it's TJ, and I'm what they call a professional influencer. Let me get our listeners to love your business as much as they love me with a TJ and Riggins Show influencing campaign. Go to tjriggins.com, hit the advertise link, and let's go.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
I don't. How do you say the name of this town? Riggins is having the water main issues.
Aliquippa,
Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah.
So they've had some water mains break, and it's not been going well for the town. And then they interviewed this lady on the news, and she's really, really big problems, more so than everybody else. Listen.
Specifically being that I'm prepping for a colonoscopy for tomorrow, and I can't flush my toilets. So, yeah, this is real bad for me.
girl. I hear that.
I get it.
Oh my gosh.
Prepping for a colonoscopy and can't flush the toilet.
Oh,
It's a bad time to not be able to flush your toilet.
emergency.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been there. I get it.
Yeah.
I have not, but you two have been.
Right. Yeah. And if you're prepping for a colonoscopy and can't flush the toilet, then yeah, I don't know what it's got to be miserable.
Yeah.
It's got to be miserable. Bless her heart.
Hopefully she's at the end of the prep where it's just like water.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying. Listen, Riggy Riggs is going to know soon. When you 40?
In a couple more years, first of all.
Okay.
And
Okay.
secondly, I am familiar with it. That's how every time I go to the bathroom, it is.
It's constantly prepping.
It's always water.
It's prepped.
I'm a prepper.
Yeah. A doomsday prep. A different kind.
Yeah, I didn't need saline or anything. I just have a salad every once in a while, and it seems to do the trick.
They're going to say when you're prepping, you don't even need to take the prep. Just eat a salad.
Yeah.
Just go to Panera, and you'll be fine.
You'll be great. See you on Monday.
Go to what is it? The Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah, right.
Go to that salad bar at Ruby Tuesday.
Unlimited.
Mm-hmm. Now, we're not saying that those places have stuff that makes everybody have diarrhea. It's just that Riggins is allergic to lettuce, yet he still eats salads, and that's what it does to him. So,
He's alert. I mean,
well, I would call that an allergy if you can't eat lettuce without having diarrhea. I mean, it doesn't itch, but still, that's an allergy, I think.
yeah. Or maybe he just has like ulcerative colitis or something. We don't know. We don't know what's going on.
I would call that allergic.
Let me put it to you this way. When I see a crouton, I just start shaking. I'm just,
Or salad dressing. You smell lettuce and it just.
If I even see a rabbit, it makes me nervous.
Is it just the lettuce, or is it the same way with any leafy green?
It's specifically iceberg lettuce.
Okay, so not romaine. You can eat a Caesar, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, well, iceberg is like water.
I know.
Yeah.
My body's like, what is that? That's water? Oh, God, no. Give me a Diet Coke. Give me an iced tea. Anything but a beer.
Where's the coffee?
Yeah, anything but water. Please don't do that to us. It goes into its panic room. It's just like, water up. Bad.
Vile beverage.
Stop hydrating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Looking to brighten someone's day fast? Do it with fresh flowers from flowersfast.com. At flowersfast.com, you'll find beautiful bouquets for all occasions. My wife's birthday and Mother's Day are back-to-back, so Flowers Fast is going to make it so easy on me. If you need it there today, no problem. Order from tjriggins.com/deals and get same-day delivery at no extra charge. That's tjriggins.com/deals under Jody's Deals. Fresh, beautiful, affordable, and delivered the same day. It's Flowers Fast at tjriggins.com.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Goodness. Zipping along.
Zipping along, and these are just some of the top trending topics. Philadelphia is in the news because the governor signed a bill that allows bars to stay open until 4 a.m. this year as part of the fact that the FIFA World Cup is going to be played in Philadelphia. So these permits only run from the middle of June to the end of July when the World Cup is taking place. But all bars are going to be able to stay open until 4 a.m. And a lot of people are saying this is a bad idea because nothing good happens in a bar after 2.
Now, is this just for the city of Philadelphia?
I believe so. No, excuse me. It's being played in Reading, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I think there's 3 towns where they're able to do this.
Okay. And Governor Shapiro had to sign that into law.
Yeah, they said it was a bipartisan law, or a bipartisan bill, rather. But I don't know how that all broke down. But yeah, I mean, is that a good idea? 4 a.m. open and keeping the bars open?
Yeah, it's Philadelphia. How could it get worse?
Like nothing good happens after 2. No, nothing good happens after 6 p.m. there. I mean, what are we going to do?
If I was a soccer hooligan, this might be really exciting news. And I know there's a lot of excitement around the World Cup, although I don't know how soccer works. So I don't know if it's countries playing other countries. I really don't know anything about the World Cup, only that it's huge and everywhere, every other country seems to really enjoy it. I don't know a thing about it, though.
Yeah, me either. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I just know it's foreign, and I hate that we've accepted it as Americans as much as we have.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. The game of soccer.
Yeah.
And also other things we've accepted as Americans that are foreign that we shouldn't.
Oh, that's a little vague. Oh, like cricket. Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you thought I was going to start naming types of people from countries?
No.
You did.
No. What are we accepting from other countries, like other than soccer? I didn't know we were doing that, but
yeah, the cricket.
Okay. Don't know a thing about cricket either. So there's 2.
Yeah.
I'm 2 for 2. The owner of Little Debbie Snacks said they're going to eliminate all artificial dyes by the end of 2027. So I didn't realize how many snacks Little Debbie makes, but there's a ton of them. And I also didn't realize they had artificial coloring in it. I guess that just makes me naive, but
Artificial colorings in everything, though. I mean, yeah. Right?
I think so. Yeah. This doesn't. If it doesn't change the taste of it, I don't care. But then at the same time, if it wasn't really hurting people either, if they're just jumping because they're getting pressure because some people say that some tests show that it's not good for you, and how many Little Debbies do you have to eat before the artificial colors start affecting you?
Right.
yeah.
I think the other things are affecting you first.
That high cholesterol, honey.
Yeah. The double-decker oatmeal cream pie is probably more damaging than the artificial color that's in it.
And my grandfather owned a vending company that did Little Debbie's, He grew up on Little Debbie's and he died at 95. So listen, you're fine.
I love Little Debbie's.
Yeah.
Oh, love them.
You're good.
American made Little Debbie's, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So
Made in Tennessee.
Made in Tennessee. Absolutely. Something delicious. There is a story I got to get TJ and Lindsay's reaction to, and it might cause a little bit of drama coming up next.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Join Lindsay Wednesday nights at 7 live on the TJ Riggins YouTube and Facebook pages for Lindsay Look, sponsored by healthlabs.com. Go to our deals page for Lindsay's Health Labs link and how Lindsay keeps track of hormone levels with 3 different testing options.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Earlier this week on the TJ and Jody's House podcast, Jody was encouraging TJ to take an hour a day in his very busy day. You know, he works 2 jobs. You probably didn't know that, but
Have I mentioned that?
once or twice, I'll be honest.
I've never heard it.
Yeah. But she gave I thought that was pretty surprising advice. She goes, I think in between the morning show that we do here and TJ's night show that he takes an hour to watch television, relax, do his favorite thing. And then his response was, well, if I did that, you need to be around when I'm doing it because I know it's going to drive you crazy if I'm sitting around because you think all I do is sit around. It was basically the gist of that argument.
If she's gone and she comes in and I'm sitting here, I could have just pulled myself away from the computer because I was getting a headache and I just wanted to take a break. And she comes in questioning me like I've just been laying around all day. Like, what'd you do today? What have you been doing?
Yeah.
Like that.
I believe the word you used was interrogation.
Well,
but then later on in the show, she made a comment about you having free time and her having free time. And she goes, and some of us have more free time than others. And she gestured towards you. So within 10 minutes, she had flip-flopped on her opinion about how much free time you have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
she's crazy.
Yeah, she's a crazy person.
but she just got her little, job.
Yeah.
So she used to have all the free time.
It's true.
Well, that's like saying you have a lot of free time, Lindsay.
I do.
You do?
I mean, yeah. From after the show to when I pick my kids up.
Okay. Well,
I don't want to say a lot, but I got more than.
Well, but, Jody would say, but Kyle handles all of y'all's bills and finances and all of that. And then she's always done that for us.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
Okay.
her job has always been more labor intensive and way more important than mine.
Oh.
Yeah. Ask her.
Oh, I was going to say, who's telling you that?
Yeah.
She is.
She does.
Sure. I don't know about that.
Well, there is one piece of relationship advice TJ always gives when women are hassling their husbands or boyfriends or whatever. And he always says the same thing. Men, it's time for you to do what? Turn the tables.
Yeah.
And the guys are actually doing that on TikTok right now. There is a trend that's going around. You know how women are always harassing their boyfriends and husbands? Like, if I was a worm, would you still love me? Like stupid questions like that, which is designed to just put your husband on the spot and make him feel like a jerk. Well, guys are turning the tables and they're recording themselves walking up to their wives and girlfriends saying one simple thing. They go, "Are you ready to apologize?" And the reactions from girlfriends and wives are so over the top. It is immediate anger. It is 0 to 100.
Yeah.
And they are fighting for their lives when they hear that one phrase.
Because they feel backed into it because they know they need to apologize for something. I mean, that's how I am.
But a man, if you did the same thing, would stop and go, "Well, wait, what did I do? What did I do?" And all that. But he wouldn't automatically go on the attack.
Right.
Of you're accusing me of something I haven't done. He would try to figure out what he had done that he needed to apologize for.
Yeah.
It's immediate yelling. It's immediate defensiveness, which I kind of understand the defensiveness, but just lashing out in such anger is crazy.
And even if I don't know what he's talking about, my first reaction is, well, are you going to apologize for what you've done?
Exactly.
One effect.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Did you know that in-flight air is extremely dry? Airplane cabins only maintain 10 to 20% humidity. That is drier than the desert, people. Hey, it's Lindsay from the TJ and Riggins Show. But I'm not here to lecture you or be a scientist, but I will tell you that leads to tightness, dehydration, dullness, and I can tell. I've been traveling recently, but guess what? I found Love Indus's perfect travel pack with their dewdrops and their moisturizer, so now I can take moisture on my trips. So check out tjriggins.com/deals. You're going to thank me.
What is new radio? New radio is
Streaming everywhere.
listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
There was a woman in Brevard County, Florida, who just won $14 million in a lawsuit. Because she was, her name's Brandy Buckley, and she was eating ice cream that she had picked up through the drive-through window at the Malabar location of this ice cream place. Evidently, it's a chain. And she ate nails that were in the ice cream. 2 nails and several small metal fragments. After consuming the product, the plaintiff was taken to the emergency room for treatment. Now, here's the thing. It says she consumed them, but how do you prove that it came from the ice cream? And it doesn't say that in the story. How was it proven that there were nails and metal fragments in ice cream that you ate? Because if there's a nail in ice cream, don't you think you'd know that immediately when you swallow it?
You would think.
I'm wondering if candy or whatever.
You broke up. What?
I'm sorry. I wonder if, you know how candy gets real hard in ice cream. That's why I don't like things in my ice cream.
Yeah.
Like M&Ms and stuff. I wonder if that she thought it was something like that and just swallowed it.
I don't know. But you ate the evidence.
Right.
Right.
So how do you prove that the metal and the nails were in the ice cream?
I wonder if she retrieved the evidence as well.
But to your point, she could have eaten them prior.
Yeah, she could have, they could have been in her cereal that morning.
Sure.
Who's to say that it was in the ice cream?
Or she planned the whole thing and purposely ate them and then went and got the ice cream and knew she was going to file a lawsuit.
Okay. Well, yeah, but I think she has some kind of permanent damage, though.
Oh.
Which is, why she would get such a large settlement, I think, because there's lingering effects. So, and she lives isn't Brevard County, Florida? Isn't that a rich place?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought it was.
I think Brevard, isn't that Miami?
Is it?
I thought maybe not.
Either way, I want ice cream.
Done. With nails.
Thank you for joining us.
I love it.
I love it. I love it. This is TJ and Riggins.
Hey there, it's professional mom, fashionista, beauty expert, and so many more things when you bring me in as your business's next influencer. I'm good at this, and I want you to go to tjriggins.com and hit the advertise link and let me prove it.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob. Now back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
So Riggins and Lindsay are pouring through the new emojis with the latest iPhone upgrade or whatever you call it. Is it called an upgrade or update? Update, yeah. What else does the update have other than new emojis?
It's got a lot of new updates for Apple Music. If you're an Apple Music user, It'll create AI playlists for you, and you can tell it the mood that you're in, and it'll curate a playlist based on your previous listening habits, which is kind of cool. It'll also show you live events in your area for concerts that you might be interested in. So pretty basic level AI stuff integrated into Apple Music.
But I thought it already would put a playlist together for you. Like I have, it's called Richie's Radio on iTunes because I don't have Spotify or any of that stuff. I think isn't it supposed to just go by an Al Gore rhythm?
Yeah. So what this one will do, you can actually tell it your mood. So you're like, I need like a chill vibe right now, or I need some, whatever. I'm mourning somebody, or
I just had a breakup.
Yeah.
I wonder what it would do if I said, create a playlist for someone who would never ever use the word vibe. Would it do that?
Probably. It'll be all Conway Twitty and Hank Senior.
A lot of honky tonk.
Some honky tonk stuff. Absolutely.
Not even. Well, yeah, you're right. It wouldn't even be young country music people, because I know they say it too.
Yeah.
Ever since country music's done gone liberal.
Please. I heard that old Morgan Wallen song called Up Down over the weekend for the first time. That's the worst thing I've ever heard. Up, down, up, down. We like the music that goes up, down, up, down. I was like, you got it. This is the number one singer in the world? Like, you got to be kidding me. It was horrible.
That was his younger years.
What? Okay.
I'll tell you who I like, though. You may like Riggins, because he's a country and blues kind of guy. And he's from Greenville, South Carolina. His name is Marcus King.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
Long red hair. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, and his wife is super hot.
She is?
Yeah.
Well, see, I don't look at stuff like that.
Oh, well.
I mean, I wouldn't have any reason to look up his wife unless she sings with him.
Right.
Because I'm not a woman.
Yeah, I got you.
What's funny is the first thing you type in Marcus King, wife pop, not even him first on Google. It's wife.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening. Let's go! This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Big Fork Brands brings bold bacon sausage, paleo pork jerky, and Chicago-style sauces to your table. Enjoy rich, smoky flavors made with sustainable ingredients and chef-crafted care. Enjoy an exclusive discount of 20% off with promo code TJ at bigforkbrands.com or go to tjriggins.com/deals for this great 20% off with code TJ.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
I don't feel informed enough, so this was coming just in time.
That's right. These are the top trending topics just to keep TJ up to date and informed. This is really not even for the radio. This is solely just to help TJ stay afloat.
Yeah, and if people listening to the radio like it, then that's a plus.
Absolutely. It's just collateral.
Mm-hmm.
And this is really the top story, one of the top stories over the weekend. Now officials are saying don't get to the airport too early. Last week it was get there 4 hours before your flight. Now they're saying don't get there too early because you could cause more problems from people that are trying to deplane and things like that. So they don't know what to do in the airports right now. That's the vibe I'm getting. No one knows what's going on in the airports.
I don't either.
And I don't know. I just know to stay away from the airport. I would hate to know that I had to fly, like especially at the end of the week, if I were going with my two small children somewhere.
Yeah.
Yep, that's me.
Oh, wait a minute, Lindsay. That's Lindsay's exact situation.
Mm-hmm. That's why we're going a day early. Because Kyle's traveled the past 2 weeks to Florida for work and delayed, canceled, spent a day in the airport, overnight in the airport. So he's like, we're going a day early. This is because you missed that ship. You missed the ship.
Ship. She said ship.
Ship. Sorry.
Yeah.
You missed the ship. You missed the ship. You waste your thousands.
Yeah. Right.
Exactly.
They're not going to get a helicopter to take you out there and catch that ship.
No matter how many fits I throw.
Would be nice though. So yeah, again, don't spend too much time at the airport if you want to make your flight safely. Today is National Crayon Day, or as TJ called them growing up, colors, which is always fun. We'll never, the humor is not lost on me that you called them colors. Do you still call them colors?
No, not for years and years. However, our dearly departed brother Ace called them colors until the day he passed.
Right.
It's to get your colors.
Was it a regional thing?
I could have been. I don't know. But yeah, we're coloring today, so get your colors and your coloring book.
I feel like they said that in Concord in the 80s because I grew up saying that.
So then it must have been just, certain parts of the South.
Yeah.
Well, you're in good company. If Ace was doing it, you're in good company, Lindsay.
I feel a lot worse that you told me Ace said it.
No, that's a good thing. We've got more next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel at TJ Riggins TV and watch the show and Extra Funny each weekday. Sponsored by eFile.com, making filing individual federal and state returns easy. Go to our deals page for 20% off when you e-file with eFile.com.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion. Baby, let's go. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
What?
Hold on to your britches. This is a story that you will not stop thinking about for the rest of the day. There's a woman named Chrissy Anderson. She's in Omaha, Nebraska, and she was having some leg and back pain. And she went to the hospital because she woke up. It woke her up in the middle of the night. It was so severe, this leg and back pain. They thought she had a ruptured appendix. So they took her in to get a CT scan. And when that happened, they discovered it was not a ruptured appendix like she thought. What they found was a 3-inch by 3-inch kidney stone. This kidney stone weighed a pound. Okay. It weighed a pound, and they called it, I want to get the word right, a staghorn kidney stone, because this wasn't a regular kidney stone. This one literally has antlers. It grows out like it has deer antlers. So imagine it's basically like a rock sitting in your kidneys, which causes a lot of pain when people try to pass them naturally. And they have to go in and blast it with a laser and break it up that way. Mm-hmm. They said she didn't notice it because since it was so big, she was able to use the restroom without major incident until it started to affect other parts of her body. And that's when she knew she had a problem. But a pound in your kidney.
The good news is when they get that out, she's a pound lighter.
Yeah, she lost a pound.
Yeah, I'd love that. Maybe I should go get a scan. Just to make sure.
People talk about how painful kidney stones are to begin with. They say it's excruciating.
It's excruciating, and even passing it naturally can be, it'll bring you to your knees, they say. Mm-hmm. And oftentimes you have to bring it back to the doctor, so you have to go, retrieve it somehow. I mean, it's just a horrifying story. But Chrissy is sharing her experience now, saying, just a heads up, this happened to me, and I wasn't having restroom problems, but it affected my leg and my back, and I knew there was an issue. So,
and do they say that cranberry juice is good for kidneys, or is that bladder?
Bladder.
That's bladder. Okay.
Urinary tract.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things that cause kidney stones. They say caffeine, teas and coffees and things like that. A lot of sodas can cause kidney stones, but make sure you stay hydrated, because the worst thing that could happen to you is to end up with a staghorn kidney stone. It sounds awful.
I heard they're caused by meat sticks, like Slim Jims and stuff.
Stop. Now we're targeting all of my diet.
I'm kidding.
Yeah! All right, let's go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Looking to buy or sell your home with confidence? Trust the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to guide you every step of the way. The Temple team combines local market expertise, innovative marketing, and personalized service to deliver results. My wife and I would not use anyone else. Whether you're looking for your dream home or trying to get top dollar for your current one, their dedication, negotiation skills, and commitment to excellence set them apart. It's all about trust, and you can trust the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to tjriggins.com/Temple Team.